My name is Aubrey TeGrotenhuls, and I'm the Director of Operations here at Haciendas at Grace Village. A good working definition of dementia is a loss of processing so much that it interferes with your daily life. There are several different types of dementia. Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia, and that's the one we hear about all the time. So Alzheimer's really just takes your daily functioning away. It's like a very steady progression. Some people it goes much quicker, some people it goes much slower, but it's a much more steady progression, one that you can see. Vascular dementia often occurs concurrently with Alzheimer's, so they can happen hand in hand. So that's another thing that's hard. You don't just have Alzheimer's that you're dealing with, you have Alzheimer's and vascular dementia. And the thing about vascular dementia is its onset is a lot more abrupt, whereas Alzheimer's can be a little bit more stealthy and kind of sneak up on you. Vascular dementia, you're going to see it right away. The initial symptoms of vascular dementia are more impaired judgment. So you won't necessarily see the loss of memory, which we normally associate with Alzheimer's, but you will see impaired judgment. And so the best way to think of this one is it occurs in a stepwise fashion. So it tends to, people will plateau for a while in function, and they'll have a mini stroke, and again, it's one you may or may not see, and then they'll go down. And then they'll plateau for a little bit and then go down. You will see a lot of physical symptoms that really parallel Parkinson's disease. So a lot of times people will be misdiagnosed with Parkinson's disease when truly it is Lewy body dementia. So they may have the tremors, the shuffling gait. Another thing that is unique to Lewy body dementia is hallucinations. And oddly enough, most of the time the hallucinations are small animals or children. Frontotemporal dementia is another one of the most diagnosed dementias, and it's a very difficult one to deal with. It's very similar to Pick's disease, and so you see a degeneration of a different part of the brain, so it affects a person a different way. And again, you're not looking for loss of memory so much as you're looking for difference in behavior and even difference in personality. So if your grandmother has been just so sweet and doting and loving her entire life, she could suddenly become irate and combative, wanting to hit you or cursing at you or having other very bizarre behaviors. It changes who a person is. There's another diagnosis that a lot of people get, and that is one of mixed dementia, which is as helpful as it sounds. It is basically a mixed bag. It's harder to recognize that there's a lot of other dementias at play when one is more in the forefront. One of the more little known dementias is actually a Parkinson's dementia. And as Parkinson's progresses, you will start to see dementia in your loved one. This diagnosis is a very difficult one for a lot of families to get because typically they're asked to choose between Parkinson's medications and Alzheimer's. You know, we're here for more reasons than just as a care community. We're not simply a facility. We want to be a resource. And if you are keeping a parent or a grandparent or a spouse at home and they're exhibiting some behaviors that you're not sure how to deal with, then we want people to feel comfortable to call us and say, here's what I'm seeing, what do I do?